Hello guys, this is Dominic. Today I'm gonna say some topic named about 476. Let me explain this first. I heard some discussion about the number 996. It means when you are working in some big company, some IT company like Alibaba. The workers work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 12 working hours per day, and 1 week you should work from from Monday to Saturday, just one day Sunday for rest. So it's not a discussion. It's just it's argument, between the different people. It said a lot of things about why you working too long time, and the Alibaba very strict to their workers. Well, I don't think so. It's not just you can choose. You can work from 9 a.m. and just duty off, and you go to home at 5 p.m. But why they just keep working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.? I think they have dream. Well, it's not a big deal to admit it that you have a dream. Well, for me, I worked from 4 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. Not 9 p.m. I ended my work from 7 p.m. Then I go to home and complete with my family, talking with my kids, reading some book, and take supper. I guess take shower and get rest, go to bed. Every day. So my working method is 476. Yeah, 1 day Sunday for rest. I complete with my family. Before the last 2 months, I worked from 4 a.m. to almost 10 p.m. and 6 days per week. So that means 406. That's totally tight because of the COVID-19 business is too much inquiry. I need to make a lot of quotation every day and talking with different people online, on WeChat, on message, on Skype, everything. So it's totally busy. And every Sunday every Sunday I would rather to stay at home and just on the bed sleep all day instead of going out with my family, with my kids. Playing with my kid on the playground. It's totally tight, and it's hard to get the orders. I've told you that things before. It's very hard during these days because everything is not stable. The price is not stable. The delivery time is not stable. Yeah, I guess so. So I shut down this. So now I just my working time is from 4 a.m. to 7 p.m. Not the other times. And then I can, this method I can get enough time to rest. Every day at 8 a.m. I will have a rest. Because from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm working. So I think I need to have some rest time, about 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, just like a deep thought before sleeping. Of course, lying on the bed. It's not just sitting in front of the desk and close my eyes and do some deep thought. No, not like this. I'm just lying on the bed and take a deep sleep. I guess. 30 minutes can recover my body, and then I have breakfast and get back to work at I guess 9 a.m. and then from that to about 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Is another the other 4 hours. Then I go back to bed for 15 to 60 minutes again. The rest. Then I get up and have lunch, and then go back to work at about 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. and then until 7 p.m. I get back to my home and take supper. Take supper. Accompany with my family, reading some books for my kids, and then take shower and then go to bed. Yeah, that's the date I'm doing. That's the whole date. And when I do these things, someone told that how can you get up so early at 4 a.m. Less people can do that. Well, I do have the experience for these things. It's quite easy. You can try my method. Well, at first I want to show you how to start at 8 a.m. every day. For me, it's not every day. I mean, Sunday I just get up very late, about 7 a.m. I guess. It's because of the COVID-19. I cannot go out for fun, for drinking, so I only can drinking at home. I've taken the video for that long times ago. And last 2 or 3 months, I talked a lot of these things. So every night I drink at home, half bottle of wine. Then it's very tired and I want to go to bed for sleep. So for that 2 months, I get up to I go to bed very early. It's about 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. I go to bed and sleep until the next morning. And then next morning 4 a.m. I can wake. I even do not need the alarm. I can just get up because I already sleep. From 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock a.m. I sleep 7 hours. It's enough for the adult. Yeah, it's really enough. And during daily life, I break 2 times per day. That means additional 1 hour for sleep. So I think it's enough. It's really enough. And do some exercise. Before you go to bed. I mean, very early. If you want to go to bed at 10 p.m., so do some exercise at 8 p.m. I guess. Do not do that at 9 p.m. because you will get very excited, and it's very hard to go to deep sleep. So the deep sleep is good for rest, and the others no. You just lying on the bed and watch the mobile phone, or watch your mobile phone is not good things. And I can introduce you how to force yourself to get up at 4 o'clock. You need 2 alarm, 2 clock. One is your telephone, and the other is very noisy one. You put that in your kids' room or in your wife's room, beside your wife or kids. Firstly, you set up the alarm on your phone about at 4 o'clock a.m. and it will ring. For the second alarm, you set up at 4 o'clock and 1 minute. And if you do not shut it down, it will rain and it will break. It will, your wife will be wake up. It's your wife and your kids will wake up. So that means you need to get up. And shut it down, right? To close the alarm. So it forces you have to get up at 4 a.m. And the second thing is when you get up, there's a 3 stage in these things. Stage 1 is the first 30 days you want to this custom, this habit. The first 30 days is very, very important. When you get up at 4, you're lucky you can get up at 4 a.m. What do you do for next? Learning English? No. Do exercise? No. Well, what do you like? What do you want? What do you favorite? Do it. You like watch TV? You like play video game? You like make some delicious food? Yes, do it. That's very important for the first 30 days. For me, I make some food, make some delicious food, make some meat, and play some video games at 4 a.m. We take it slowly. You do not do the things that, I get up at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. this morning, and then I learn English. No, do not do that. That hobby do not last a long time. Maybe you can insist about 1 or 2 weeks, but not a long time. Even just 3 weeks is very hard to you, and you will sleeping when you will fall asleep when you are learning English or learning the other skills. That's not except you are very interested in these things, then you can do that. Now the second thing is that the stage 2. When you got the second 30 days, you can do the half things. From 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. you can play video games, do your favorite things. Then the other 2 hours you can learning English, reading book, walking or something. Well, that's half to half. You can insist. And then the stage 3. That means the third month, the last 30 days, and then you can do all of things. Just when you get up at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., you can start to work until 8 o'clock. Then you go back to sleep for 30 minutes, and then get up and eating and go back to work, and then just like what I said before. So that is what I do. My experience for this. Well, I do think the meals time is very important for everyday working. Meal time. That means deep thought. In Google and in Amazon, the officers, the workers do these things every day. Well, you see that some success people are doing this at Bill Gates, and they do that every day. It's 20 minutes for deep thought. The first time I heard about the deep thought, I was thinking that deep thought, what deep think, what think business, think money, think girls, sex, all the other things. But when after I learning these lessons of deep thought, I just thought, wow, the deep thought means think nothing except breathe. Wow. Just like you get yourself a break, just restart your computer, just like this. Well, it's useful. It's very useful for me. You can try that. You can try it. Well, next video I can maybe I can share my experience on the mute on the deep salt times every day. Okay, see you next time. Goodbye.